Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for episode 5, and this will be a big one because, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last episode that we play a game for Watford for. We have done so well in this team after finally settling into the starting 11. We got so many goals and assists, 22 goals and 13 assists from just 20-something odd games being played. It's absolutely unbelievable. And we got a bunch of offers in the last episode, including teams like Everton, Leicester City, AC Milan, and Wolfsburg as well. But one of those 4 teams will be our new team. But before we join, there is one game left in the month of January that I want to play to make sure we see off our time with Watford on a high, if you know what I mean. I want to get one last game in, say goodbye to the fans. It's an away day against Rotherham. It's hopefully a game that we should win, and I believe we're leaving Watford in a pretty good position. Top of the table, can't really get any better than that, can you? And in all honesty, I think we've set them up for, hopefully, at the very least, a playoff push, maybe. I don't know. I'll be keeping my eye on how Watford go, but this will be my last game for them. And I so hope that they get promoted to the Premier League in this season, because if they don't, and I leave them in January, I will feel so incredibly, impeccably guilty. But there I am. We are off for one last game in the wet. They're really putting it on for me, aren't they? Couldn't have a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of warm weather for my final game in a Watford shirt, unfortunately. I don't know. But, look, we will see how we get on today, ladies and gentlemen. I've done so well for this team. Why can't I get 1 or 2 more goals or assists? Hey, who knows? Let's see if we can grab one right here with a shot immediately testing Jamal Blackman. But he is going to be up to the task. I maybe could have gone for the other side of the goal. He had the near post fairly well covered. Rotherham slipping a pretty good ball in there. Foster getting down and making a fairly good save, that one as well. Lewis, we play it out from here. And who knows, maybe on the counter-attack something could quite possibly be on, as Casero ends up sadly putting an end to that possibility as he got pretty comfortably dropped there. Ball up over the top now to the left-hand side for Lazar. If he's maybe able to cut something back in, a ball in, back stick. And Ismail Assar somehow able to actually win that header. But keeper again has it covered. Jamal Blackman's doing fairly well at the moment. A touch there. Fake shot to go around. Got some space. I'll lower the eyes. Caseru's going to put it away there. I could have maybe blazed away myself, but we do the right thing. He's almost offside there as well. If he was, I'd have been very upset. But look, he's basically almost getting in the way of my shot anyway. I've got to do the right thing. We play it in low to him, and Jamal Blackman, who honestly had been playing really well up to that point and had dealt with every single attempt on his goal, unfortunately finally gets beaten by a shot from basically within his 6-yard box. It was going to be very difficult for him. So yeah, 1-0 lead for Watford. Could maybe have an attempt here myself. I decided to lay it off to Macon. Macon just tries to shoot with a defender right in front of him. Very interesting selection right there. But again, this is the same guy that has come into this team, stolen a position or 2 off me from time to time and just done absolutely nothing with it. One of the most putrid signings I've ever seen, sadly. But, yeah, either way, we're going to finish roasting this man up. Hopefully we might maybe have another chance to get another assist there, another shot. Jamal Blackman's doing ridiculously well. He's stopping a lot of efforts on his goal, and he's having to deal with plenty of them. I might try to have a pop myself instead. No, I lay it off to Zinkernagel. Alfa Rennes was making a run to my right. I could have gone for the long shot. In the end, we've gone with the right option. Zinkernagel running into space. Yeah, this is brilliant stuff. Alfa Rennes dragging away 2 defenders there, and Zinkernagel is finally able to finish an absolutely blistering, thunderous effort. I've got 2 assists. Watford lead 2-0, and I reckon we are going to go on and win this game. It's just about whether we put the ceiling touches on it. Go around the slide tackle, just evading. Still really ain't got nothing much on. I have to play it off again to the left. Jamal Lewis, Zinkernagel, offside, unfortunately. And we're going to run out of time here. We've got only 10 minutes left. I'd love to see it off with 1 more goal. Or Zinkernagel could shoot. Instead, he doesn't. Now he gets another effort at it. Hitting the post, and then the crossbar by Alfa Rennes. Unbelievable how we just somehow are failing to score this 3rd goal. And now with only a minute left to go in my Watford career, can we get a goal with only 2 minutes added on? Please, boys, let's figure something out. Alfa Rennes holds it up. Macon's on it. I call for the ball. And of course, Macon would turn it over with no time left. This man has literally been one of the biggest detriments in my entire career. He's taken time off of me. He's not been able to play me a good enough ball to get me my final goal. Oh, Alfa Rennes, you never should have played it to him, mate. You should have just passed it straight to me if you could. I might have been able to have smashed home for a last-second goal for Watford in my last ever game, but it's not to be. We are going to be done now, ladies and gentlemen. We wave goodbye to the away fans. That is it. We are finished here at this football club. Watford, best of luck to you. You're top of the table by a decent amount of points with only about a half or so left to go in it. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get automatic promotion, but looking at our final stats, it is going to be 22 goals and 15 assists from 27 games played. And just looking in the championship alone, the stats that I've got in there, it's absolutely phenomenal. But, ladies and gentlemen, I asked for your input, you voted, and our new club is going to be AC Milan. It was actually Milan and Wolfsburg, I felt, that got the most amount of votes. Everton and Leicester were getting some love, but in the end, it is AC Milan. We're going to Italy. We're hopefully definitely going to be playing European football next season, but ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are welcomed into our brand new home. AC Milan take us on. Cannot wait to go and get started here. It should be an absolute belter. We are going to be 78 rated, joining this team as a center attacking midfielder in a team that actually plays with a center attacking midfielder. So I'm hoping we might actually get to play in the role that I was specifically meant to play in, that attacking midfield role. But either way, it's a brand new journey. It's a very exciting opportunity here with AC Milan, a team that I think is on the up and that we could definitely do a lot with. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it. Again, a breakdown of all of our stats over from Watford. I'm fairly happy with what we were able to accomplish over there, but now we're definitely taking a big step up here. They've gone and signed another player here, Nakajima, in the deadline day. So we'll see if he ends up maybe playing or featuring a little bit there. But with only really no time left to go in the deadline day, that is going to be that. We have our team set and ready for this next or second half of the season with a lot of big name players. Donnarumma 87, Zlatan Ibrahimovic we're going to be playing with. We've got Romagnoli, and this man Hakan Çalhanoğlu is an 82 rated center attacking midfielder, 4 overalls higher than me, and he's the one I'm going to be competing with for that center attacking midfield role. It'll be interesting to see where else I play if he's got that center attacking midfield position, because we got Kessié, who's a midfielder there, Sandro Tonali, but they're more defensive midfielders. I'm more of an attacking mid, so I don't think I'll be playing at CDM, that's for sure. It might actually be quite interesting to see where the gap is going to put me if he plays Çalhanoğlu over me. But looking at some of the other players in the team, and there are some fairly decent ones in there, I'm more specifically looking at, though, the centre midfielders, the other players in the team that could potentially take a spot away from me. Tomori, of course, we know is playing for AC Milan, but Benacer here, 77. He is lower rated than me, but I think he might still end up featuring a bit. Miete here as well. He could potentially end up playing a game or two, but we're getting, to players that are lower rated than I am. Brahim Diaz is another center attacking midfielder, and he does have some potential, so he could also maybe possibly be a threat down the line. But for now, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what the formation is going to look like for our first game, which is going to be against Roma away. That will be my debut game for AC Milan. Whether or not we do get picked for it, which we do, it is going to be Salamakers and myself, it looks like, on the wing from that, because Çalhanoğlu will be playing in behind Ibrahimovic, and that is how it is set up. So I didn't really ever at any point at Watford play out wide, but the manager has signed us and stuck us out on the left wing. I'm going to have to try to play as more of an inverted winger to try to get a bit more, action up the middle of the pitch, but still playing out wide for our first game for AC Milan against Roma. Huge game, but this will be my debut. Come on. What a moment it is. My first game in the top flight in Italy, Serie A, Roma versus AC Milan, one of the bigger games in the league. We're playing with some star players here. Donnarumma, Ibrahimovic up top. The fact that I get to feed such a legend like Zlatan Ibrahimovic when only about a week ago I was playing Rotherham United in the Championship. Hey, I feel like I definitely earned my transfer to a club of this size, AC Milan. They are a European, or should I say were, a European giant, only unfortunately to have fallen off in the last couple of years, but they are on their way up, maybe with me at the helm, potentially, hopefully steering them further in the right direction. We could end up really reshaping AC Milan's future here. Who knows? But look, first game, of the season that I am playing with this team is underway, and we just need to focus on the now. Shalhanalou with the ball up to me. I'm going to go for the volley here, trying to really announce myself at this new club. If that had just unfortunately, you know, not gone over the top of the crossbar, if that was on target, who knows? That would have been one hell of a way to get it started. A brilliant layoff there by Ibra. Kessier ends up having a shot. No good. Save. Salamaker's trying to cross it back in and wasn't really able to create anything on that occasion. Roma getting up forward. A lot of shots, a lot of attempts, and a lot of action in the first 15 minutes of this game. And at the moment, I find myself not really seeing too much of the ball out wide. It's definitely something that's wanting me to cut in a little more. Ibrahimovic lays off. I have a pop, a finesse trying to find the top corner, and Pau Lopez denies me now. A second shot for me. This one on target. Nearly blocked by the defender, but right now the goalkeeper has definitely got my number and got me covered. Sandro Tonali. Can I find a cross in here? That's not a bad one, but again, Lopez just gets down there. I am, you know, getting my chances, although not having really too many touches of the ball to create something. Maybe we can try to get Ibrahimovic going, or Ibrahimovic could try to get Shalhanalou going, but he gets bodied off it. And despite all our effort, it looks like at halftime it is still going to be 0-0. It's positive. There's a lot of chances being created, but not a lot being put away. In fact, none. But I'm still sort of somewhat okay with how we're going. I mean, it's a little bit awkward, me playing out on the left-hand side, and at the moment, I'm not really feeling that winger role for me, but I'm still trying to live up to it and do the right thing there. And Ibrahimovic is proving to be a bit more of a difficult striker like to work with. I know that he's not exactly a player that's going to get in behind the defence with his pace, is he? But I've done brilliantly to win the ball back here. Played a brilliant, cheeky little pass as well. And Dutra is going to try to float a ball into me. And I'm going to volley it into the back of the net. My first AC Milan goal comes with only 10 minutes to go against Roma away. And that might be the goal that seals us 3 points. It is the go-ahead goal at the very least. Will it prove to be the winning goal? We're going to get the sexy 360 replay for this as well. But a lovely ball floated up. I think the defenders were too busy marking Ibra that they forgot about the new boy. And on my left peg, my non-preferred, we just upgraded it to 4-star weak foot. And it's come in handy there, hasn't it? Bang! First goal for AC Milan on our debut. That is exactly what we wanted. And I really didn't think we were even going to get close to even getting our first goal for AC Milan here. Not with how the rest of the game had been going, but with only a minute to go in this game left, stoppage time is reached. We just need to win the ball back here. Kessier does it. I boot it away, and that will seal the 3 points. In our first AC Milan game, we get a simple 1-0 win. Chances galore. Only one has been stuck away at the end of it, and it's a sumptuous volley by yours truly. So get in there, lads. What a start to our AC Milan career. You know, I'd argue we dominated the game, but Roma had their chances. We didn't really stick away all too many, but when we needed that goal right at the end, I was able to step up. Let's go. Having a look at the Serie A table too, by the way, you will notice that AC Milan at the moment are not exactly off of a Champions League spot. You know, it's possible. Lazio are only 3 points ahead of us. But we definitely need to have a much stronger finish to the second half of the season. Inter have completely ran away with the league. Juventus as well. And Napoli, it could maybe be possible, but it's very unlikely. We're just going to try to find our way into the Champions League spots. Everton and Leicester, they were not going to get really, it looked like European football. They were definitely not getting Champions League. Our best chance of playing Champions League football was definitely going to be with AC Milan. That's part of the reason why we ended up going with them. But now we move over to another game here against Fiorentina. This will be my first home game, and not my first game at San Siro this season, hilariously, because we indeed played in this very arena during the pre-season friendly tournament before the start of the championship with Watford. So now I come back to the San Siro, but this time as an AC Milan player. So would you believe it? It was like, I don't know, the world of football gave me a little taste of what was to come, and we are now an AC Milan man, and I hope that we can have a good, solid debut like we did, you know, in our very first game for the club. We have just as good, hopefully, if not better, a game in front of my home fans for the very first time. I gotta want to make sure that I get the fans on board and that they're feeling their new signing, their new Aussie signing on apparently the left-hand side. As much as I would like to be playing up the middle, and I thought for a second looking at the pre-game graphics that maybe I was going to be playing up the middle. Nope, I am still playing on the left-hand side, which I feel like hopefully in time when the overall soars, if it can get any higher, or Chalhanalou, maybe something happens to him, I might get my role there. But for now, I can't complain too much, apart from maybe the service that I'm getting, which is not that great. Again, another through ball, which doesn't quite get to me, but at least I'm getting game time. I guess that's the most important thing. If I'm not playing at center attacking midfield, that's not ideal, but it is what it is. A lot of offsides in this game so far. Yet another one, this time for Fiorentina. Sandro Tonali down the right-hand side for Salamakers, and that one looks like it's probably going to run out of bounds, or Salamakers just about gets there, but he doesn't exactly cross the ball in. He's got there with only a centimetre or two to go. So yeah, at the moment, we're not really getting a game like the one we did against Roma. There's very few chances. I've gone to pass the ball up. Instead, it's tried to play it back to Sandro Tonali, and I've turned the ball over, and Kouame is going to score the first goal for Fiorentina. Got nothing but poor service up top for an entire first half, and now look, we are going to be 1-0 down surely going into the second half because of that. It's the bloody... it's played the ball to a player I'm not trying to pass to. We've turned the ball over, and look at what's happened. Just, yeah, not good enough. Horrible result that. Kouame scoring and putting the lead, and putting Fiorentina in the lead. But, yeah, that's what I was talking about before, of having a good, strong, positive start. As, again, I'm still continuing to not get any bloody service from my players. Ibrahimovic, I don't know what's going on with him, man. 84 rated, but the guy cannot play a ball to me to save his life at the moment. We're seeing some changes. Nakajima, the new signing, comes in. We've got Frank Ribéry, who I'm now going to be sharing the pitch with. I'm going to pitch with Ribéry and Ibra. How crazy is this? A ball in there to me. That one's not bad, but the header is not really all that powerful, and I haven't been able to beat the keeper. Ibra's still trying to feed me the ball. I try to play it back to him. I know he's not the quickest, but he still ends up with a chance to shoot, which I think was either saved or hit the post. But right now, we're working so hard to try to get the goal, but time is running out massively. We're actually in the 90th minute. Mandzukic is going to come on. So I'm going to be working with two very old and very slow, yet, you know, very tall strikers. So I'm going to have to try my best to whip that ball into them. But right now, I'm never really seeing them in a good opportunity to cross a ball in. It's quite frustrating. Like, the two strikers that we have being so highly rated, but never really being able to get them the ball in a good area. It's disappointing, but yeah, unfortunately, we are going to cop an L in my first ever home game at the San Siro. That is not how I wanted things to go at all. Yeah, it's disappointing, and we are still going to continue to play in the team, but we're still going to continue to play as a left midfielder. I'm hoping in time I'll eventually get more used to playing in this role, but I'm bloody getting used to managers playing me out of position, that's for sure. I was able to at least work with playing as a centre midfielder, because I was able to get up forward and, you know, sort of work around about in the position I'm used to. But out wide, I'm seeing very little of the ball, and I don't know, I'm trying to get used to it. But now we go up against Piemonte Calcio, aka Juventus. This is one of the biggest games in Serie A, Milan versus Juventus. And yes, of course, with Piemonte Calcio being the team we're about to face, that means we're facing the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo as well. From Rotherham United to Cristiano Ronaldo in basically less than a month. How mad is that? Looks like Saka's gone to Juventus as well, so that's a pretty big, interesting signing for them as well. Looking like he's going to be playing at left back, but oh, what a game. We had a pretty good time the last time we played away against Roma. Didn't go so great in the last one, but this is a great chance, maybe not an amazing chance to bounce back. This is a very tough team. This is second place on the table right here, but if we're going to get Champions League next season, we need to get as many points as possible to try to climb up into the top four. I'm running away with it. We just get that ball off to Diogo Dallo on the left-hand side. Ball roll, cross in, and it's just wasteful. Just not a really good enough ball, that at all. And just, yeah, turnover. Ronaldo's going to get a chance to have a free kick, and that one, you know, in typically Cristiano Ronaldo fashion, is fairly off target from the free kick. Çalhanoğlu's got the ball now, and he tries to play a ball into Ibra. That's burned as well. We turn the ball over so much, this team, I feel. It's quite frustrating. I'm able to get the cross, hold it up, try to whip a ball into Cristiano Ronaldo, into Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but the cross actually picks out the wrong man, which is a problem I seem to be having at the moment quite a lot. Ibra, I make my run. I've got my space. This could be a moment. It's going to get saved. Oh, Szczesny denies me my second AC Milan goal, and that was an amazing opportunity. And yet I just have not been able to slide it past him. How frustrating, how disappointing. Again, a wasteful 45 minutes. And that's, yeah, been the trend, unfortunately. I didn't really get much opportunity in the last game, and in this one, I got amazing opportunity right there, and I just wasn't able to put it away. Disappointing. Got no one else to blame but myself right there. I am not getting a great amount of service, though, it has to be said. Look, Zlatan Ibrahimovic cannot play an over-the-top through ball to save his bastard Swedish life. What is going on with this guy? He's a legend, but he can't play a fucking ball to save his bloody skin. A cross in there I couldn't block. Ronaldo got in front and headed it, but Donnarumma was able to get down low. And now, with very little time to remain in this game, we're still tied at 0-0 here. The 80th minute was where we got a goal last time. Ibra, that's a much better through ball. Çalhanoğlu's just holding up the ball. Defender's sagging off him, and he's going to fire it home. There we go, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. The Turkish legend has been able to, thankfully, smash one into the back of the net, and we might just go on and win this game when, oh my lord, it was looking like we were not going to get much opportunity. Matthias de Ligt, giving him way too much space and way too much respect. And even though, yeah, he is playing in the position that I want to be playing in, maybe I can't really argue. He's up to 11 goals now in Serie A, so it's not like he's not performing, that's for damn sure, and he's definitely higher rated than I am. I'm still going to have to probably get used to playing out wide for now, but hey, who knows. Only a little bit of time left remaining. I try to just run away with it. I get tackled, we play it back, and I think we should see this one out. Hey, if anything, maybe I might get an opportunity to snag a goal myself, or potentially set one up for Ibra or somebody. No, it won't happen. I still can't really feed him. He's 6'4", 6'5". He's probably even taller than that, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and I just need to whip a good cross into him, and I know he'll be able to win a contested header or two, but just haven't really been able to feed him at the moment. Well, maybe that's karma. Maybe when you can start playing some good balls into me, maybe I'll start doing the same thing to you. I think it's only a matter of time until the two of us get synced, but Çalhanoğlu's the game winner on this occasion. I was the one against Roma. He does it this time. Fair enough, mate. Good job. But I didn't exactly play my best game in that last one, unfortunately, either. I think I got like a 6.2 rating for the game against Fiorentina. That one against Juve, I didn't get a great one either. And my form, despite apparently showing as excellent, it doesn't really feel that way. And the gaffer probably agrees, because look at that. I am not going to be selected. And the new signing that they also got in the deadline day, Nakajima, is going to be playing out on the left-hand side where I'm playing. And he's also basically the same overall as me too. So is that a cause for concern? I don't know, but AC Milan win 4-1 against Benevento without me. I mean, they're not one of the stronger teams in the league, so fair enough. You would have expected them to have got the win. And anyway, at least passing on or advancing forward a week, we have been reselected because, as you saw in the last game, it was only Hakan Çalhanoğlu that got himself a red card and suspended. So this is a massive opportunity for me. My first game that I'm going to play at center attack and midfield, and I need to have a good showing. I need to. Atalanta have got a very, very tired team out there. Look, there's like 3 or 4 of their own players that are down to half or even 2/3 of their stamina. So a big chance. A big, big chance. Come on. I've really got to win over these fans. My last game at the San Siro wasn't great. I put in one of the worst performances, honestly, of my season so far. And with Atalanta being only 3 points ahead of us, they're also a massive, massive team. This is also just a massive chance for us to hopefully, you know, go and grab the 3 points and at least maybe get level on points with them. I don't think we'd overtake them on goal difference. I don't believe we would anyway. A chance to them immediately for Atalanta, which is going to be cleared away. Salamakers, and then off to me, and off to Ibra. And this is where we sort of run into a bit of a trouble. On a fast break like this, Ibra is not going to be able to get in behind a back line. So, yeah, that's why I really want to be playing in this position and getting as far up the pitch as possible. Almost essentially sometimes playing as a second striker alongside Ibra. But still, though, we get the ball there. A nice turn into Ibrahimovic. And we finally have been able to get a Zlatan Ibrahimovic assist. Let's go. All we had to do was lay it into him after our brilliant turn. Ibra had to pull off a bloody 360 to get the shot. It was a bit awkward, but the Swede has been able to finally get it done. Ibra has been able to smack it in past the goalkeeper from just outside the 6-yard box. When he's that close and has that much power behind his shot, all he's got to do is put it either side of the keeper. That's what he's done. Ibra gets a big goal. That's number 10 for him in the Serie A. Crazy to think that Hakan Çalhanoğlu has more goals this season in the Serie A than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But hey, whatever. Nakajima playing it right back into trouble. I have no idea what he's going on, what he's thinking there. Either way, Ibra down to me. I played off to the right for Salamakers. This is better. We've got 3-on-3 running into the box, and Salamakers just wasteful. Again, crossing it into a, a terrible position, and they're going to basically see out the clock. We're still going to be up 1-0 at half time, but again there, opportunity to maybe create an opportunity to get a second, and we just, have been a little wasteful. I can't believe I'm even considering this or thinking this, but it's honestly like Watford were a lot more clinical with the ball in counter-attacking situations and even just in general than AC Milan have been so far. I know it's early days. Calabria, no idea what the hell that is. I'm just seeing a lot of very awkward moments with this AC Milan team. You know, a lot of turnovers that are really poor, and that just doesn't make any sense. Us literally throwing it to Luis Muriel like that, and now we're under pressure. We've turned the ball over, and I swear if we concede a goal here, it's just going to be so frustrating. What a pass in there, and that's only what's happened. Ilicic is going to score and make it 1-1. And we literally threw the ball straight at them and turned it over in our own third. Every time we turn the ball over in our own third, I swear they go up and grab a goal. Every bloody time. And that time, I can only just sit and watch my teammate literally throw it away. It is so frustrating because I want to impact the game. I want to be able to do something, whether I get a pass myself or I try to set someone else up. Salamakers here has a great chance to shoot and instead tries to play it to Ibra like it's just horrific decision making by so many individuals in this team. And now as a result, a counter attack here. It's Luis Muriel who's going to find the top corner. Atalanta are leading 2-1 here, and I just can't fathom it. With how the game has gone, we've been in it, we've been amongst it, we've had the most chances, we've more or less felt like we've been in control, but we've literally thrown the ball away for their first goal. Now we've let them counter attack to get a second. I've been moved to centre midfield now, so I'm no longer a winger. I'm playing at the left centre midfield position. Again, a ball there has not been able to find me, and I'm again just sitting here in the position I'm meant to be in, waiting for one of these two to lay in a fucking tackle. I'm getting sick of it at this point. I'm like, bugger this. If none of you are going to do it, then maybe I can do it. Cross coming in, cleared away. We've only got, what, a minute or two worth of stoppage time. I'm going to run this thing forward, hope that we get someone going. I've only got a handful of seconds left to go. Play one in the middle here. Ibrahimovic tries to float one into the box, and again, it's just not found a target. I don't know, man. This has been such an incredibly frustrating game where, honestly, I just completely got let down by the rest of my teammates. I don't think I played a bad game at all. I really think I did okay. I set up Ibra for the first and only goal of the day, but we just, I don't know. I would pass the ball off like you're supposed to do, be a good teammate, and I would just watch whoever the hell I gave it to burn the ball, turn it over, and then it would just end any chance of an attack. It was very, very frustrating. And now Hakan Çalhanoğlu is going to come back into the team, so that is pretty much my one and only game at centre attack and midfield for the season, done and dusted, unless Hakan Çalhanoğlu somehow is missing another game in the future. And I am not even going to be playing in left midfield for this one either. I'm going to get dropped again in favour of Nakajima. Çalhanoğlu on his return scores an equaliser, so there's a 1-1 draw, but we're seriously now failing to get a lot of points now after a fair few games in a row here. Like, you know, 1 point out of a possible 6 is not going to get us in the top 4. And again, we have not been selected. It's starting to become concerning. It's like the manager is putting it on me for the last couple of games that we failed to get results in, when seriously, it's not my fault at all. And now, we're getting draw after draw, and a loss too before that. It's starting to become very concerning as to whether or not we'll even make Champions League, with the gaffer not even selecting me, and me not even being able to have anything to say about it. It's becoming very annoying, that is for sure. It looks like I actually came off of the bench for that last game anyway. And yeah, I don't know. This is starting to become quite concerning, because look, you can now see my form has been updated to say poor, to reflect poor form. I guess 1 goal and 1 assist in 5 games played compared to what I was doing in the championship. You could argue that, yeah, maybe I am in some poor form. I mean, I haven't exactly been smashing it, that is for sure, but now I'm just not even getting selected at all. Thankfully, we get a win against Cagliari, which we needed that desperately. Kessier got taken off with a double yellow card in the 14th minute, yet thankfully Sandro Tonali is able to rescue us the win, like, honestly. And to think, in only a week from now, we'll be playing top of the table Inter Milan. For now, though, we have got a game against 20th place Crotone, and yes, thankfully, we are going to be selected for this game, the first time in a bloody while that we've been able to be put in the starting 11. It feels like it's been almost a month now at this point. But yes, we shall be playing this game against Crotone, against the bottom of the literal table. And honestly, I need to have a big performance here, because clearly the gaffer does not really trust me to, I don't know, start games. He's not even willing to play me out left anymore, when he's just signed me for like big bloody money, like 30 odd million. And I'm barely featuring as of late. So yeah, I need to do something to turn my form around. from poor back to at least good or excellent, seriously. But yeah, I think I owe AC Milan a goal or two. All I need is just slightly better service than that, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. It's just constant. It's constant, just terrible ball after terrible ball. I just need to bloody absolutely dominate possession, like, seriously, and just try to set something off, like, myself. Like, now I think I know how Lionel Messi feels in a weird way. Not to say 78 rated Jake Buckley is the same as 90 plus Lionel Messi, but I'm getting a little bit of an idea. Salamakers into Calabria. Not a bad cross in this one. And that's a very good header there. Ismail Benacer has been able to score. And I tell you what, a big moment for that lad, because he's the one that's come in to fill in for the red-carded Kessié. And he scores very early on in the game. So a very big moment for that lad. Well done, mate. That's a 1-0 lead. And we seriously, if we weren't going to win this game against 20th place in the league, then that's pretty much any chance of Champions League waved goodbye to. Honestly, I'm starting to think we need to win every game to get Champions League. We feed Zlatan Ibrahimovic instead of just facing the goal and shooting. Bloody idiot just decides to cut backward and do nothing with it and wait to get tackled. It's very frustrating. A ball in this time for Salamakers. What a header. Oh, off of the underside of the crossbar. That looks beautiful. Oh my lord, he didn't need to make it that. He didn't need to make it look that sexy. He just needed to head it home, which to be fair is what he's done. But how good does that look when you cross it in, you rise up, and you head it home coming in off the underside of the crossbar, almost hitting the post as well on the way in. It's a beautiful finish, and there is an assist for yours truly. That's 2 assists now and a goal. We lead 2-0 going into halftime, and that's better. I've gotten my 1 goal contribution in this game now. Let's see if maybe I can hit the back of the net myself. I don't know. It's tougher getting goal chances playing out wide like this. That's why I'm trying to cut in as much as possible. Be like an inverted winger, like a Mane or a Salah. And Ibrahimovic, that's not okay. That's more like it, Zlatan. That's more like the Ibrahimovic that we know, flicking it up to himself. Very flairful that, and the volley is a really good effort. Like, look at that. That is going in, but the keeper's just stretched and made a brilliant stop. Oh well. Ibra trying to win that header, just heads it back out to me. And Benacer here, chance. Çalhanoğlu, if he can play it to me. It's again not good enough. I swear there's almost like a conspiracy with this fucking Turkish prick. I swear, it's like, it's right there. If he plays the ball to me, if I'm able to take the touch, I can shoot and I score my first goal. But again, it's off target. How frustrating. I have an attempt there, and that one is, oh my god, palmed onto the crossbar. How amazing would that have been if that gone in? But I'm working so hard right now to get myself a goal. The bicycle kick is not going to generate enough power. The keeper's going to grab it. Honestly, what more is it going to take? Calabria tries to knock it up forward and pass it. He just completely shanks his effort. And now we've turned it over here, and this is going to be quite concerning because look at this down the left-hand side. If it stays in, yep, going to be a cross in, 1 man there, 2 marking him, and he's still able to win the header. It's almost like it's written every time you cross, you turn the ball over in your own third like that. It's ridiculous. A slide tackle, we go around 1, maybe a 1-2 here. I'm onside. There's someone keeping me on here, and the bottom left corner is found. Finally, I've gotten my 2nd goal for AC Milan. My first in a while now, in like, something like 6-7 games. Let's go. The team gets around me. That's the camaraderie that you want to see. Look at the bloody fullback here on the right side there, keeping me on. Thank you very much, mate. I needed that goal desperately, and so did this team after conceding. So 3-1. We've got our breathing space back, and hopefully now that should be the goal that seals the 3 points. Again, against 20th in the league. We can't go too crazy with our celebrations here, but look, we needed this win. I needed that goal. A big bloody moment. And look, we're going to get substituted off as soon as we score that goal too, by the way. Ah, well, but either way, we are going to get the win here today. Thank the Lords for that. We needed it desperately. Çalhanoğlu, that's a brilliant little bit of skill there to just sort of go the other side of the defender, slip in the man here. That's going to be 4-1. I think that's Dutroux or Dutroux, whatever, however you were to call him. He's the one that ends up scoring the goal there to seal the deal and to seal 3 points there in a big 4-1 win. Again, against the team bottom of the table, we can't go too crazy. We really need to start getting the wins against the teams above us if we're going to get that Champions League spot. Right now, I'm almost just happy with if we can secure Europa League or something, because that's one of the reasons, one of the main reasons I decided to come to AC Milan, because I thought they were a much better shot of getting Champions League compared to everyone else. And right now, we're quite a way off. We're 9 points off of Lazio. We still have a game in hand though, so maybe it's not exactly that far away. Hopefully it's only the 6 points, but We were 3 points away when we joined, and with only, 6 games after we go level with games played with them, it's going to be tricky, but I still have faith that we can maybe pull something off. If we play a game against Lazio coming up, that would be big. That's probably going to be the biggest game of the season so far, but we are going to leave things here. It's a mixed bag when it comes to our start with AC Milan. We started brilliantly, got a goal on our debut, but since then it was kind of a struggle. We got dropped. We're back into the team now. We've had a good game, 2 goal contributions in that one against Cotrone, so hopefully, fingers crossed for much better performances going forward. But lads, AC Milan is our new home. Thank you all so much for watching. Until the next episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later, and bye-bye.